Okay, last time we did easy shifting. Got part times on all the levels as always. Was modestly alright. Spaceless did give me some trouble, but I just had to throw enough attempts at it, and eventually I got an okay enough attempt. Anyways, floppy swapping. Okay, Martin level. We've got a floppy door. We've got the type of ground that's sort of a little bit resistant to movement. We've got a switch with yet unknown purpose. So where's the secret way? I know it's around here somewhere. Okay, that's a push block. And so is that. Okay, so this is the other secret way. And that makes sense. Alright, so doesn't seem like there's a way to the left. Maybe there is. Who knows? There's a floppy, though. Alright, so that's important. So we open this. We got a magic wand. Any secret ways here? Okay. Yeah, see, I'm adjusted to it now. Alright, so we got a yellow oxid. So, we can do quite a lot of things with this magic wand. But, for now we got a blue. Alright, so here's an impulse block. Let's see. So we hit that from below. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, so let's go in here. I've hit that. And things have happened. Alright. How about hitting the switch? Doesn't seem to have changed much. We can collect that. So that's something to keep in mind. Alright. So, red here. Let's go ahead and cash that out real quick. I'm hearing like a sort of like double beat. It's very, very low in terms of register. I'm not sure if it's just environmental sounds or if it's actually part of the music, but I am hearing it nonetheless. So here's the push block, which that impulse hit. Alright. Sure. So that opens that. Got more blocks down there. The double beat stopped, so I am going to assume that was part of the music. If I hear it next time that song comes on, I'll know for sure. So yeah, floppy swapping. Okay. Slightly concerning pressure plate. Also... Oh, it locked me in. Oh, there's a secret pressure plate here. That's what happened. Alright, watch that. That's what the magic wand does. Cool, huh? Alright. Here we go. So this is what I was looking for. So... the green is probably in the bottom right there, so I'll go back around. and get... Where was the blue? It was up here. Okay, so there's blue. Let's go ahead and hit our green. I don't think there's much reason to go back over here. I'll just go over here. Try not to accidentally die in the process. Alright, how do I get down there? Is it... I'm slightly hesitant to call simple Sokoban shenanigans. But I'm not seeing any secrets, so I guess it's alright to do this. So it looks a little something like this. Okay, that was it. Interesting level, I guess. The fuse. Alright. So we've got a boulder up there. We've got a blue block, which is destroyed by hammers. And then a yellow block. I assume the boulder destroys that type of block. Then we've also got a laser here. So presumably this is going to start the fuse, and then I'm going to be on like a time segment. Alright. There are 2 hidden items. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Oh, actually, hold on. There's the other one. 3rd stone from the rock is the hole. Alright, so now that the noise is going, might as well futz about here. So... not quite sure what it means by that. Doing nothing of particular value here. I just want to see... Yeah, that can't cross through those doors. I wasn't going to do anything with it, but... There's a small chance that I had to be on the timer there. Alright, so doing this a little bit faster. Third stone from the rock is the hole. Ah, I see. It gets covered up. So now we go in here. We insert our coin block, or a coin. And then we race to the end. Level finished. Not part-time, funnily enough. I saw a note appear there. I imagine it just says you lose or something. Jacob Scott, what was the level name? The Disappearing Block. It also says it in the window border, but hey, might as well show it to you as well. Alright, so the Disappearing Block. Is it this one? This yellow one, which seems prone to disappearing? Who knows? So we got a hammer. Got an oxid behind a door. Yeah, that's what I figured. Speaking of, there's a secret way. Seems like disappearing stuff, reappearing stuff. Fake stuff is just a dime a dozen these days. Anyways, we need to figure out the mystery of the keyhole. And also this. So, we've got boulder nonsense going on here. I'm not sure if there's... Trying to make sense of this. So how do we get over there is the big thing. I guess it could go a little bit something like this. Sure, this works. Okay, so now we have stuff. Okay, so we need to get that block onto the thing. So, how do we do that? Right? No. Left and up doesn't seem as promising as up and left, just because of the angles we get. So I'm going to try something a little bit like... If I can actually do it. There we go. A little something like that. And these are inverse floors. Well, I guess that's on its merry way now. Back to here. Luckily, corner bumps don't seem to push the block. That's nice. Although I do want to try to be a little bit more precise about my controls here. Alright, so bump that. Bump it again. Everything's hunky-dory in this world. So we've got a key. And red and blue oxide. Now we do have the magic wand, which will allow us to reverse those boulders and get back in here. So let's go ahead and make use of that. So it looks a little bit something like... If I can actually make it across. Oh boy. Yay. Alright. Finally back on solid ground. So I'm pretty sure it was this one. So you go there. Guess everything else here can just sort of chill for the time being. I do wonder... Yeah, okay, the bumps are back, so it is part of the song. Anyways, I guess that can go down there. Let's check for secrets up here. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's any. So back in here. So that opens that door. So we get that match. Let's take the wand out of our inventory slot. Just so that if we bump a boulder, we don't, like, die for it. I wonder if this is a restart on death type puzzle. It feels like it might be, because otherwise... Like, I can just death warp and get past that laser. Seems... Well, hold on. I am going to try it. Yeah, complete puzzle restart. That's what I figured. But I think I might have the solution. It looks a little something like... that. Yeah, how do you like them apples? And if I keep the click held, I can pass over it. So yeah, invisible pressure plate there, by the way. Okay, so I think that is the fundamental trick here, is how to get past that laser. And now we'll do the same thing we did before. Hit this oxid. Go on a slow journey again. Yeah. I think if I try to force myself to like go against the wall there, it's just giving me more force, which is blasting me even farther away. But anyways, so that's how you get past that laser. Level finished. Cool beans. Alright, Meditation by Edward. For a second, I was wondering if this was going to be an auto level. That would have been really funny if so. Cool, level finished. Night Moves by Illmind. Illmind again, oh boy. What? We've got a glass beam here, which seems to be going around. What does this say? So, where are the knights? You'll be sorry you asked. Oh, there's the knights. They're appearing rapidly. Yeah, that happened. Okay, I've hit that. So now we need to... Yeah, the knights just keep on appearing. Illmind's Night Moves. The knights sure are moving. Alright. I guess I'll put that there. So now the way is open. Collect our sword. Alright. At the very least, I can very easily play around the intervals here. Unfortunate, but... My sword became a hammer. My sword sure did become a hammer. Alright, I'm going to restart the puzzle. And try to not die like that. Alright. Death warp like that. And lose our last life. Just gonna restart again. I want to save myself some time. Alright, so that's how that works. go down here. We can go ahead and lose another life. Alright. Yeah, I wanted to be a little bit careful about that. So, inching our way down. Alright, so let's solve some oxids. Alright, better than par as well. That's cool. Drunk. Oh no. Oh. I'm having weird forces acting on me. This is no good. So they're random diagonal pushes is what it seems to be. And that door is just sort of opening and closing on its own. Let me in, please. Yeah. This is hot garbage. That's all I'm gonna say about it. It is funny, but definitely also hot garbage. Let me in. I can't get through that door. Come on. Thank you. Alright. Alright, guess I gotta make it in there a second time. Please. Thank you. Level finished. Glad to be out of there. Alright, do it yourself. Got some coins. Potential lasers. Potentially multiple rooms. This is interesting. Take some money and build yourself the tools you need. Okay, right. So, we have coins here, and if you remember all the way back in advanced tutorial from Enigma 1, maybe even the tutorial pack, coins can be transmuted like that, and also changed into objects when shot with the laser. So that's what I'm assuming is going on here. So I'm going to take one of each type of coin. Actually, gold coins turn into 1-ups. So I'm not sure if I'll need that, but let's go ahead and go down here. Alright, so what do you got in store for me? Death. Okay. Right, okay. So it looks like I want shades then. So we'll go ahead and build... We'll take 2 silver coins, since I'm pretty sure those are the type that can turn into the hammer and the sword. And then we'll keep the bronze. And then... Actually... Alright, I'm going to place a battery here. Actually, no. We do need shades, but not sure how to... Like, the laser situation here is a little bit bizarre. So, the lasers are on now. We can't place things on an active laser tile. So we do want our shades right now. The issue is just, if we place an item in the path of these lasers, then it does change into that item, but if we pick it up, it probably also kills us. Let's actually experiment with that. I'm going to do the same thing as before. Bonk this thing all the way down here. So I'm going to place a battery here, and then coins there. Activate. Okay, so they're from that angle. Interesting. Alright, can I pick these up? I can. Alright, that's good to know. Let's do that. So that's how I get a sword. And then finally, my cool shades. Alright, so with this, we now know where all the death is, which will be quite important. So, we've got some knights. We can just sort of deal with them as necessary. We have an umbrella, which we can use to protect ourselves from all danger. So, we will have to be careful. Like, we are on sort of a limited time budget, but like after we activate the umbrella, that is. But just cleaning these out real quick. Okay, so what do we do here? How do we get that? I'm pretty sure we can umbrella it, but what is the purpose? And actually, how do we get past this? Okay, I guess that's what the hammer does. Lucky yellow match. What is your dealio? Why is there a switch here? Slightly perplexing. Actually, hold on. Is that switch... Ah, I get why I want to push that block now. So it's going to disable all of the lasers in the other room. So let's go through here. I'm pretty sure this counts as Dexterity 5. I'll have to see when I open up the level info. But I don't need that umbrella just yet. Okay, so there's that threat gone. We can go ahead and... For now, we'll just... So that's a green. Okay, so we matched green. And now, we can use our umbrella. Cool. That was a nice level. I've just been blitzing through these. Okay. That's the first time I think I've seen a level with like a subtitle like that. Let me reset. Burden. An illustration of the famous Epimenides paradox. Jeez. Okay. You love to see it. So, thing there. Yeah. I think I'm catching your drift so far. So what is the note gonna say? The other document tells the truth, and the other wormhole has been left on the right side. Okay. Well, I can just sort of drive around you. Okay, but that is the type that does that. The other document lies, and the left wormhole is the right one. Y'all are doing some nonsense. Alright. Well, I can do that. And that puts me down here. What about this? They just both take me to the same place, it seems. Okay. Yeah, both take me to the same place. Alright. Also, interesting, this is a level where we actually have, like, connected tile sets. I don't think that's very common. Anyways, I guess I'll push these here. And here. And here. I guess I'll do that. Now, how do we get around the night? Furthermore, what's the point of going to the top left? Is this a twice-twice sort of situation again? I'm gonna double check. If I can get in there. Alright, doesn't seem to be a twice-twice so far. I apologize for the noise. So that's a blue. So our goal is just to touch both without resetting. I guess we can do that. Alright, so now... We'll put this here, and this here. So what is the mystery of over here? We get a hammer. I'll take it. Okay. Learn something new every day. Laser magic. Still only 36 minutes into recording. I guess I've still got room in me. Alright, so we've got some coins. This is a very, very fast-moving floor. We've got a push block. We've got... That opens a door. That shoots a laser. Alright. So... Let's check for secrets. Having a hammer would be nice. Alright, so I think, let's do this. Place a coin here. So now we have a hammer in waiting. Then we can use this like that. Try to very gently pick it up, or let the laser go away, that too. Alright, so now... Oh. Oh. I was not expecting that outcome. That took me off guard. Good prank, buddy. You got me. That is really silly. Alright. Moire switches by Andreas. Okay. Interesting. Our full attention this is worth, air and fire, water and earth. Okay. I see. So these switches can only be in one of two states, even though they start in sort of like a null state, I guess. And evidently these correspond to something we're doing. Our full attention this is worth, air, fire, water, earth. I'm guessing this, like, pale yellow is air, then the blue is water, red is fire, and brown is earth. So, presumably the end state of this puzzle is that all of these switches are in a combination that just, like, makes everything disappear. If I place an item here... Yeah, that's about what I expected. Okay. So, the top and bottom ones can be in any of 4 states. And then... the middles, they can be in one of 2 states, although technically 3, if you count the doing nothing at the start. So, the way I'm trying to look at this is, like, yeah, it's because there's 3 entirely different rows of stuff. I feel like the top and bottom, like, dials, it would make sense for them to correspond to the different, like, elements laid out. I'm not sure if it's referring to, like, the tiles directly above and beneath them. Like, both of these would refer to water, this one would refer to air, and this one would refer to water, things like that. Curious. I'll go ahead and reset. I want to read this again. Our full attention this is worth, air and fire, water, earth. I'm going to interpret that "and" as being important. Pretty slippery ground. So, Yeah, I'm really slippery. I'm just going to do that and ignore the middle row for now. So we'll make the top and bottom match the top and bottom rows. There's a lot of brown on the bottom. So here's a column with all red on it. Interesting. Another with all red. Yeah, they haven't all disappeared. Let's see. So here's the thing. Because of the way the blocks work, like the middle switches, it sort of like covers up one of the other blocks in a column, in a sense. Like, maybe if the switch is covering like a bottom block here, then the first switch would refer to this one, and the second switch would refer to like the middle one, if you catch my drift. Maybe. Anyways, it's pretty clear that what I did for my first guess at this didn't work. I don't feel like this is a level I'll need to take notes on. Wait, is this random? It is. What is the par time on this? Knowledge 6, Intelligence 5. Par is 254. Okay. So yeah, this is a thing then. And evidently, yeah, so there's not even a reason to take notes because it's randomly generated. So our full attention this is worth. Air and fire, water, earth. Huh. I do feel like it has to be something that works on a column-by-column basis. Like, I don't think there's any sort of horizontality to this. So I'm going to try interpretation number 2, that it's purely based on, like, pairs. So let's do water, earth, and then block that one. Let's do water and fire. Block that one. If I can get out of here, please. Super slippery. Alright. Fire and water. Fire and earth. Water and water. Air and air. Sure. Yeah, I don't think I need to really annotate what I'm saying right now, because you already get the gist of it, I'm pretty sure. Please let me free. Alright, that seems to have also not done anything. So, now the question is... yeah, what do we do? Because there's 4 times 4 times 2. There's 32 types of inputs we could make for each column, not counting like leaving things inert. I do wonder if that might be part of it though, because if we interpret like fire, water, earth as being a triplet, instead of air and fire as like a double, then it could mean that air is supposed to be completely isolated, and for me to not hit any of the switches if there's air in the middle row. Although... alright, let's go for a cruise. I don't think this is going to do anything, but I might as well try. Just to remove it as a possibility. Yeah. No secrets down here, it seems. Huh. I wonder if there's some sort of, like, ordering. But maybe not. Seems pretty sporadic to me. Oh, hello. And if your answer can't be found, then shame on you, eyes to the ground. Okay, thank you. Hint, which appears at precisely 6 minutes into the puzzle. So that implies that the up... the up and down state of the middle switches maybe has something to do with, like, whether or not... Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of this. I'm gonna think. I'm just gonna stare at this and think for a bit. Alright. I'm still not sure I'm on a very good track here, but... eyes to the ground, like, I'm not sure if that means the switches go to the ground, or like we see the ground, therefore the bottom should be clear. Like, obviously there's some sort of like special condition which determines the state of the middle switch. I do note there are columns with duplicates, and there are even columns which have all three of the same color, depending on the generation. I'm wondering if it's like if it's some sort of deal where you want to have like one of every element in a column, and if you don't, then you like use the switch to mark that you can't do that, which only happens if there's a triplet. I'm not sure. The main issue is I'm not sure if there's a difference between the top and the bottom switches in that interpretation, unless there's some sort of specific ordering to the different elements. 12 minutes coming up, by the way. Am I going to get another note? Doesn't look like it. That's fine by me. Alright, I'll give this a little bit more. If not, then I can save it for next time. Like, what's the purpose of the middle block? If the middle switches don't have anything to do with the middle block, then the top and bottom switches aren't meant to refer to the top and bottom rows specifically. Which does lead me to believe that it must be something to do with, like, creating the outlier. So I'm going to try doing that. So for every row where we can make the missing element, we'll give the switches full attention, so to speak. So we'll make both of them the same thing. And in cases where that's not possible, we'll put the switch down. So this would go down, this would go down, this would go down, and if it doesn't work, then we can just flip them. That's fine by me. So lots of doubles. Seems strangely common. Anyways. So here's another case where we can do something. So that'll go up. We can make air here. So we'll go ahead and do that. and put that up. Nothing we can do about that. Nothing we can do about that. We can make fire here. So this goes up, since we can make something. Let's make earth here. Alright. Nothing we can do there. Nothing we can do there. Nothing we can do there. We can make air here. And then nothing we can do there. Alright, so now, let's try that, but with all the switches flipped. Doesn't seem to have done anything for me. It was worth a shot. Like, I will go ahead and double check, I guess, just to make sure that I didn't, like, have it super close, but I, like, misinput something. So, yeah, we make air, and we'll keep that there, I guess. We can't make anything, so we'll do that. Can't make anything, so we'll do that. Can't make anything, so we'll do that. Actually, okay, a new interpretation. What if the switches covering the blocks does matter? Okay, hold on, I might have something. So, let's go back to our interpretation of, like, having, like, a specific set of two be the focus. So, full undivided attention, maybe that refers to when two are the same. And if there isn't a setup where two are the same, then we go eyes to the ground by doing this. So here we have a set of two. So that's fire. Then here we have water. Air, water, air, fire, water, earth. I remember, pretty sure that was the thing. So no doubles here, so eyes to the ground. So here's another double, which is water. Here's another double, which is air. Here's another double, which is earth. Alright, no doubles here, so we'll go ahead and do that. No doubles here, so we'll go ahead and do that. My puppy wants in. Hold on a second. Alright, my puppy is now in the room with me. Whenever he gets lonely, he likes to claw at my door. So, he's here now. Alright, so where was I? Right, so I just determined that that row probably didn't have anything. So, here's another double. So that's fire. Here's another double for air. Nothing we can do here. Nothing we can do here. So here's a fire double, which we can make. an air double. Doesn't look like... I mean, we do have two of a kind, but there's no way to make both of them at once. So I am going to interpret this as this type of situation. The red is still super slippery. Alright, so no doubles here. And then... I would have thought I was onto something. I'll go ahead and... air and fire, water, earth. Like, full attention. I feel like I am interpreting that part right. Like, they both have to, like, both of the switches have to refer to the same thing, or maybe even, like, both of the tiles have to be the same. I'm going to try... So yeah, in situations where there isn't a match. Like, it feels weird to drop that extra hint at 6 minutes. I mean, I might as well try flipping them, I guess. Still no solution. Our full attention, this is worth. Air and fire, water, earth. Alright, I guess I'll try another interpretation. I don't want to reset the puzzle in case there's another note at like 30 minutes or something, but I'll keep on going. So obviously we've got to come up with something else if this isn't working. So what if, let's just, in the event that they're, let's say that being a match is actually allowed, even if they're on different tiles. So in this case, this would be an air match. Nothing we can do there. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I think I'm just getting lost in the weeds now. Alright, what other interpretations could I come up with? So, I'm willing to assume that the fact that the switches in the middle like double up at the start is purely just like a level design thing and not part of the puzzle. I do sort of wish that this room was like half the size so that it would be easier to like test out combinations and different like methods of solving, but Puppy's just doing puppy things. Alright. Alright, I'll go ahead and mute again for however long so I can think of something. Alright, I'm going to go back to my old assumption that it's about like making the missing element. So in this case it would be air. Then we can't make... I'm not sure if having two switches means we could make the missing element or not. I'm going to say not. And I'm going to respond to that by pointing these down. 30 minutes and no new note, by the way, so... yeah, we'll just keep that like that, I guess. I will take the eyes to the ground hint, literally, for the middle switches too, just in case. So, that's already fine. So we can make fire here. We can make air here. No answer here. No answer here. Fire here. Can make earth here. No answer here. No answer here. Let me free. Alright, we can make air here. And then we can't make anything here. Alright, now we're going to go through it and flip every middle switch, just in case that was the important part. Still does not seem to be the solution. Alright. I'm going to reset again. Go back to picking this up. Our full attention this is worth. Air and fire, water, earth. I guess another thing is that we could use in the event, we could use the cover-up logic again. Like, if the switch covers something up, then we sort of exclude that block from consideration, and we make the switches into the two elements that aren't present. So we've got water and fire here, so we could make air and earth, and then this could be covering up either one. Then this could be water and earth. This could be fire and earth. This could be water and earth. This can be fire and water. This can be air and water, or several other things. So we'll do that. Now the only way that this would break apart is if there's, like, the only lose state in this interpretation, if this is the rules, would be if there's a triple, in which case you can't make any things. And I guess in that case you would point both down. But triples are pretty rare. 1 in 16, I'm pretty sure. I absolutely hate these red tiles. Okay, so that's not the solution either. So, to recap, the things we've tried, making the missing element if it's 3, and doing a fail state if there's a repeat, trying to make 2 the same thing, using the middle switches, and then setting the element to whichever thing it was. And now, trying to make 2 missing elements, and only losing if there's a triple. I'm still curious about the phrasing, like air and fire, comma, water, comma, earth. Goodness. I guess I'll read the 6-minute hint again. Alright, what do you got? And if your answer can't be found, then shame on you, eyes to the ground. I'm just kind of baffled. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. Not too long, though. If I can't come up with anything past this point, I'll probably just save it for next time. Okay, so here's my rationalizing. There's no reason for the switches on the top and bottom to be 4 dials unless they correspond to the different elements. So I'm pretty sure they are used to like represent an element, maybe 2, and the middle switches are used to determine if it's a win or a lose state, or to cover a block or something like that. Like, it's bizarre. Back to nothing. Alright, well I guess here's a different interpretation. If there's 2 elements in a column... No, never mind. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at there for now. Like... I feel like there's several things that this very obviously could be. And I'm pretty sure I've tried most of them. But the issue here is that I'm not sure how to input it. Like, the rules of the inputs are vague to me. And in some sense, you could use that as like a hint along certain lines of reasoning. But also, there's sort of inherent contradictions no matter which way you look at it. Because, like, if you interpret the middle switches as being like something you press to like satisfy the eyes to the ground hint, then that then like pairing that with like the make sure both of them match statement, like would the switch down here implied that it has to be a match like in the top two rows or in the bottom two rows, like that type of thinking. But again, like, the fact that the second hint doesn't arrive until 6 minutes in, which is to imply that it's an extra piece of information to guide you along the right path and something you would have figured out potentially beforehand. Like, I guess the, like, make the missing element interpretation, it does make more sense. Even though it's hard to say when, like, it's split across. When there's, like, a double like this, like, making the missing element, like, how would you interpret that in terms of the inputs? Because making both missing elements doesn't seem to be the key. But calling it a lose state also doesn't seem to be the key. Thinking about the middle row again. Like, the purpose of the middle row still sort of eludes me, I guess. Like, maybe there's like an air and fire and a water and earth pairing. I guess I could try it. So then there's no possible thing here. So I guess I'll point these down. That doesn't seem to have been the solution either, making those specific pairings. Again, I feel like the 4s need to be used to encode specific elements. The fact that I get 2 of them is somewhat confusing. Because it feels like I would somehow be using them to make 2 unknowns. But using them to make the 2 missing elements doesn't seem to have worked out for me. I'm going to try the 2 missing elements theory one last time. Alright, you know what? I'm going to look up what a moire switch is. Apparently it's... Okay, so moire is a word in a different language, which seems to be adjacent to, like, death. So, like, a dead switch of some kind? A dead man's switch. Yeah, I mean, I know what that is, but I'm not sure how that would be relevant to this puzzle. Alright, well, that wasn't very informative. I guess I'll have to leave this one for next time. So that was that level. How many did we even complete in this session? We completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, there's an easy mode for this. What's the difference? Like, what's the pin for? What does the pin do? Oh. Oh, it just removes my traction. Seriously? It's the same puzzle, but you don't have to deal with the block physics. Are you joking right now? God. Alright. That is sort of funny, but man, I wish I was actually able to do something. So see you next time.